Hi, friends. This is Dr. Apurv Mehra. And when you talk about 72 hours for the exam, there is something that I wish to tell you that. And this is what is something which is more than usual. Something sometimes or every time can happen. We often see that people start their exam, and in the beginning, the initial questions are twisted. They don't have an idea what's happening. And then by the time they buckle up, they start feeling, is it actually over for me? I'm talking about during the exam. It is just like expecting of losing two early wickets and not finishing more than 300 as a score or not chasing good targets. India did it in 2011, lost Sehwag and Tendulkar 30 for 2 against Sri Lanka when they had to score more than 291. But then Gambhir and Kohli played the innings of their life to sail India through. Now, this is what you need to understand. Remind yourself a bad start, some initial difficult questions does not mean that it won't work for you. Keep this in your mind. This exam has got 5 sections, 40 questions each, 42 minutes. It's like moving on. This is what you have to learn. Move on from the early hiccups, move on from one section to other. You know, what is in your hand is to give your best effort. And this is what I read somewhere. You have to give your best. If you always try your best, then you will never have to wonder about what you could have done if you were summoned all your thunder and if your best was not as good as you hoped it would be. You still could say, I gave today all that I had in me. So give your best. This is what matters. So sometimes initially the computer might not work. You might have to be shifted. The mouse will not work. You might have to be shifted. The initial 10 questions, you don't have an idea. They go like the Zoom. You have to shift your axis and tell yourself it is the game of the nerves. So do not lose early. Two things to keep in mind. Don't lose early. The second important part, if one section is over, it's like the past. Don't let it bother you. Go to the next one. You know who will qualify? It's not the person who knows the most. It is a person who makes the least silly mistakes. It is a person who, in spite of some difficult patches, will make a comeback. Is a person who says, in spite of whatever happens, I gave my best today, all that I had in me. All the very best. Thank you very much.